What did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind.
Welcome back to Brook Valley Life, or hello for the first time. Today we're looking at the back end of the arrow. We've looked at the points, we looked at the fletchings, and now we're going to be looking at nocks and pins. Why they're there, why we use them, why they're different colour, all the different things about nocks. So stay with us and let's go and have a look. So hi everyone. Today we're looking at the back end. See, I was nice there, I didn't say arse end, of an arrow. So we've already looked at the point, we've already looked at the fletchings, and today we're going to be looking at the back end and what actually connects to the bow. So the nocks. Now there is a number of different ways of putting nocks into a bow, and hopefully I've got most here. Let's start at the most simplest, and that is with a wooden arrow, which I don't have here, and that is just putting a slot in the end of it and sticking that onto the bowstring. All the ones you can see here use plastic nocks. Why? Well, you know that they're going to be connected to the arrow extremely well, and you know it's going to be consistent, so allow you a consistent pressure on the string and distance it's going to clip on as well. Can it change? Well, yeah, if your knot gets damaged. So what is a nock? Let's have a look at this thing here. This is a nock. What is it? It's a piece of plastic that can either fit onto a lump of metal or inside the back of an arrow shaft. It's got a slot in it that will fit over the string of your bow, and it will clip on. How tight does it need to be? Well, it needs to be tight enough that it will clip on and you tap the string and it will drop off. You don't want it to put it on and it just falls off, and you definitely don't want it so you clip it and it clips on and you tap and it won't come off, because that will affect, again, consistency of shooting your arrows. So why have I got different types and different shapes here? Well, there's two ways of attaching your nock to the back of the arrow. The first way, as you can see here, is it's just pushed in the end. There's one there. Sorry, there's another one there. It's just pushed up the back end. Have I got another one? I think that is one there as well. Now, Eastern do make these. I think these were like the original, and they were called the G-nock. And yeah, you've got your bit that clips onto the bow. Then you've got the bit that clips or slides up the inside of the arrow shaft. Now you've got to get the right size to make sure you get the right arrows. So a 3.2mm x10 will be different to a 4.2mm or .166 Victory arrow. And you'll notice I've got different colours, but they're all doing the same thing, all doing the same shape really. Lots of different companies make different shapes, but it's all doing the same thing. It clips on and it allows the force from the string and the limbs to be passed on through to the arrow. Why are there different colours? And before we go any further, and there's some ones for bigger arrows. Yeah, it just slides up. So these are push-in nocks. Why are there different colours? People like to have a choice. They want to match their arrows to their equipment. So yeah, the shafts are usually a single colour, but then you can put different colour fletchings on and different colour nocks, as you can see here. The other reason why you've got different colour nocks is being able to see your arrows in the target face. Bit of a story. Back in 2018, I think it was, and I was shooting at the Nationals, outdoor Nationals, 70 metres. There were 3 of us on the target, and 2 of us were using a black arrow with a red spin wing and with a, there we go, a red nock. 2 of us. We couldn't see whose arrows was whose, and we didn't know who was shooting high, low, left, right. and I remember on my first end, my first arrow hit the 10, couldn't see it even with the scope, and the guy next to me hit one high in, I think it was the 7, about 2 o'clock. I adjusted my sight because I thought that was my arrow, and then the rest of all my arrows hit low at about 7 o'clock in the 8. So yeah, great. And then you get the other type of connection, and this is using an actual metal pin that slides up. Where are we? Here we go. It slides up the back end. Maybe if I take this off and you can see. Slides up the back end, glued in place. I always glue mine in place. As you can see, this one's been hit already. And then you can put a pin knock over the top, and then you can turn that to index it how you want it. Again, they come in different colours. Different colours. There's red, orange and yellow. I like some bright stuff so I can see it, but they're all about the same size. Now you'll notice that I've got 3 different pins here. 1, 2, 3. Why? 3 different pins for 3 different size arrows. 6.2mm fat arrow, but it's still got a pin knock on the back end. 0.166 4.2mm with a pin knock. 3.2mm with a pin knock. So the knocks are the same, the pins are slightly different. So one end is the same where the knock goes over, the other end will be the size of your arrow. So why use pin knocks on the back end of an arrow? So if you had this arrow and you had another one coming in, and you do what we call Robin Hooding, it splits the knock, it will damage the shaft. Pin knock. Where are we? There we go. Let's just find that. So say you've got the knock on the back end and another arrow hits this, because this one's already in the target, hits this, then it goes through it, hits that and deflects off. You've just protected your arrow from being damaged beyond repair. Does it work all the time? No, and I'll put a picture of an X10 up here. I just bought a full set of 12, about $1,000 worth here in New Zealand, maybe a bit over. It was the first time I'd used them, and I was shooting at 30 meters. One went in, next one somehow hit it perfectly, and it hit it and then dropped on the floor, and I'm thinking, it's okay, I've got pin knocks, I'm safe. And then until I got up there, and this is what happened. Nightmare. So pin knocks, they're there to save your arrow shaft, however not all the time. These are simple, you can buy these quite easily, and if you damage it, put a new one in. So there we go, knocks. Yes, there are other things you can do with knocks, like indexing, but that's going into expert area and we don't want to do that here. Different colours so you can see them, they know who yours is. That's why I always carry a spare set. I usually carry orange, yellow and red, so I can always change them out if I need to. So that's just a quick look at the back end, knocks, pins, why we use them, different colours. They're usually made from plastic or the same as you can see there. Push in, and some of them do actually slide over the top. Buy to do one that slides over the top, and you'll see a lot of very experienced archers using those ones. I prefer pins to protect my arrows because I don't get arrows given to me. Hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the back end of the arrow, the knocks, the pins and everything. If you've liked this video, please hit the like, subscribe, all the other good things, and I will catch you next time. Keep on shooting.